So in 2023, the New York Jets decided to take probably one of the boldest moves in their entire franchise history and decided to move on from Zach Wilson and put together a trade package to acquire Aaron Rodgers from the Packers with the vision of, okay, we're going to compete, we're going to follow the Rams' footsteps, get a veteran quarterback with a young team, and try to compete for a Super Bowl. However, in his first season, he blew up his Achilles literally 4 plays into the season. And in the season after, they were just dysfunctional as the Jets usually are, and have officially already moved on from Aaron Rodgers. But that got me thinking, what quarterbacks could save them if they could get any quarterback at all? And that's what I did here today. So I put a bunch of various good Pro Bowl caliber quarterbacks on the Jets to see what they would do with them. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. And always, if you guys like these type of videos or like my videos in general, hit the subscribe button, please. This much people are watching and aren't subscribed is crazy, but yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so the first quarterback we have is Baker Mayfield, who led the Jets to an 11-6 record, making the playoffs, and let's see how his stats are. So Baker would have 4,015 yards with 37 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. So, hey, he had a pretty great year, honestly, with the Jets. So he leads the Jets into the playoffs. Can he get a playoff win? Let's see. And no, they'll lose 35-21 in the first round. So he would have, okay, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Yeah, that is kind of crazy, but hey, at least we made the playoffs. In my previous one I did with the Titans, we literally only made the playoffs with 3 of the 6 players, which isn't bad, but we literally only won 1 playoff game. But whatever, let's go to the next quarterback. Okay, so the next quarterback we have is Justin Herbert, who would lead the Jets to a 9-8 record, which would ultimately make them the 9th seed and miss the playoffs barely. They would barely miss the playoffs. And yeah, let's see how did Herbert do with the Jets. Okay, so Herbert would have 3,680 yards with 30 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. So basically all of his numbers were lower than Baker's, including the interceptions, but I don't think that was really a fair trade-off. So our first 2 quarterbacks made the playoffs and missed it. Let's see what QB number 3 does. Okay, so our third quarterback is Jared Goff, and he would lead the Jets to a 10-7 record, getting them into the playoffs, and they would be the number 6 seed. And let's see how did Goff do in his season with the Jets. Okay, so Goff would have 4,330 passing yards, 45 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, easily the best ratio we've had this entire video so far. He would have 2 1,000-yard receivers, and none of them were Garrett Wilson. He almost had 3 1,000-yard receivers, but Garrett Wilson has 16 touchdowns, which is crazy. Yeah, let's see. Do Goff's potential MVP stats matter to, amount to anything? Yes, they will. They would beat the Bills 16-14. How did Goff play? He got outplayed by Allen, but I don't think he was ever going to outplay Josh Allen. But he did close enough, okay? He led them to a win. Now we play the number 1 seed, Chiefs. Hey, Goff, you upset the Chiefs once in your career. Or twice, actually. Can you do it a 3rd time? They will not. They'll lose 21-7. And Goff would play bad. A 57 passer rating, 181 yards. 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. So at least Goff got us into the 2nd round, okay? Okay, so our third quarterback is Patrick Mahomes, who would lead the Jets to an 11-6 record, getting them into the playoffs as the number 5 seed. So far, our highest seed we've been. And let's see how did Mahomes do. Okay, so Mahomes would have 4,468 passing yards, 55 touchdowns to 17 interceptions. So by far the most we've thrown in the season. He actually tied the most touchdowns ever thrown in the season with the Jets, or in all time. As he would have 3 receivers get over double digits and almost had 4, as he was so close. But let's see. So we had Goff put up basically probably the best quarterback to touchdown interception ratio, or whatever I just said. And my controller died, and okay, my controller is not dead anymore. But let's just see. Can Mahomes beat the Texans like he did IRL? Yes, they will. They beat them 20-13. So far there's only been one quarterback that hasn't got a playoff win. Mahomes did not play that good. He barely had over 100 yards and only one touchdown. So maybe he's saving it for this game against the Steelers. Okay, Cam Mahomes advances to the AFC Championship game. The first time in the video. No, he cannot. They lose 17-14. Mahomes did not play good either. I mean, he had a good passer rating, but he literally basically just did cardio the whole game and threw it a couple times. But hey, so far we've only once we have had someone not make, or no, twice. Okay, no, I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know what it is right now. Basically, almost every quarterback has gotten a playoff win or has at least made them. And let's go to our final two QBs. Okay, so our next quarterback is Josh Allen, as he would lead the Jets to a 12-5 record, the best one of the video, the number 3 seed. But ironically enough, we're playing the Bills. Yeah, so I think Aaron Rodgers might have led the Bills to the playoffs. Let's see how Allen did. Okay, so Allen would have 4,149 passing yards, 41 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. So he basically had a better touchdown to interception ratio than Goff did. However, I noticed one thing. Wait. Aaron Rodgers has the second most passing yards in the league, and we cut him. I mean, we traded him for Allen, but damn, I guess Buffalo revived Rodgers' career. But let's see, will Allen beat his current team, or will Rodgers get revenge on the Giants, or the Giants on the Jets? Okay, so we beat Rodgers and the Bills 28-14. Allen stays undefeated in the wild card. He was more efficient than Rodgers, but yeah, okay, whatever. I'll just say he outplayed him. I don't know if he did. Now he has the Ravens. Can he beat the Ravens again in real life, but this time with the Jets? And no, they'll lose 42-31. Damn, I clicked the wrong game, of course. Allen actually played good. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, but he did get sacked 4 times. Lamar didn't even play that good, to be honest. But damn, so far, no quarterback has even made it to the AFC Championship game. And yeah, let's go to our 6th and final quarterback of the video. Okay, so our final quarterback of the video, which is Lamar Jackson, would lead the Jets to a 14-3 record, getting them a first round bye. And let's see how did Lamar do as a Jet. Okay, so Lamar would have 3,985 yards with 40 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. So he by far didn't have the best stats. However, he probably had some rushing ones. He had not that much, but either way, Lamar, he played solid. He didn't play the best, however. So I'll say the best one in the video had to have been Josh Allen or Mahomes. It was probably Mahomes, honestly. But okay, we'll see. Who are we gonna play in the second round? We are gonna play the Bills. The 13-4 Bills, our division rivals. So of course we couldn't luck out and play the Texans. We had to play the Bills. But can Lamar beat the Bills for real this time and advance to the AFC Championship game? And he will not, as they'll lose 13-17. So Lamar would get outplayed by Josh Allen, as he would have 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and barely over 150 passing yards. I think that answers the question. If any of these all-pro, Pro Bowl quarterbacks can save the Jets, the answer is no. They could potentially get them into the playoffs, or even get them 14 wins. However, this is too much of a task, I guess, because none of them made the AFC Championship game. So maybe the Jets are not 1 move away, but maybe they're like 2 moves away. So if you guys did enjoy that video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do all that. Comment down below what other videos I should do. And it's greatly appreciated that if you're here at the end of the video, comment down below. Comment down below sauce, just sauce. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Either way, I don't know how to end these things, but